Hello Cancer, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all doing well at this time, wherever you are. I've done a pre-shuffle of your cards, Cancer, and this reading is going to look at your energies between the 1st to the 7th of February 2021, or thereabouts. It will perhaps resonate a little bit beyond that, because universal timing is very fluid. Having said that, I'm going to just do I will do a final shuffle of the cards, but it is a general reading also, Cancer, so it will resonate with some of you, but perhaps not fully with all of you. And also just to say that Mercury goes retrograde from the 31st of January stroke 1st of February for 3 weeks through to about the 21st of February. It appears to go retrograde in the heavens. It's appearing to go backwards. But what that does, it happens about 4 times a year. And generally what that means is it's a good time to reflect and review as opposed to action. But obviously life goes on, so we can't just stop everything, can we? But if you can avoid signing contracts and making agreements through that time, then that's ideal. But if you of course have to, then double check the small print. So it's being extra cautious about things. And also Mercury being the planet of the mind, communication, there can be miscommunication happening. So double check your messages, your emails, how you receive information and perhaps how you send information, because mix-ups can happen at this time. So just being extra cautious and extra vigilant, extra careful, double checking the fine print. Okay, so enough said. I'm doing this reading on the 28th of January, so it's the wolf moon today, tonight, full moon. So if it's a clear night, if any of you have crystals, it's a good time to put your crystals out all night, particularly if it's a clear night, to get them re-energized. So anyway, I'll just do a final shuffle of the Moonology cards. So the card jumped out that says it's time to release negativity, so let go of any negativity, Cancer. So I'll just pop that back and carry on shuffling. Holding on to negativity doesn't do any of us any good. We can all feel negative, but it's just try not to hold on to it, because we don't want our bodies to absorb that. Okay. Time of release. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Oracle of Visions. So here we have conclusions are within reach. So something's coming to a head, which is very much the full moon energy, isn't it? The completion of a cycle. So conclusions are within reach, Cancer. And here we have number 52. And this is about direction, having direction, a purpose. Objectives, having objectives and taking the first step. So quite an action orientated energy, isn't it, this one? As you do though, as I say, just check the details for some of you, being extra cautious. But obviously first steps doesn't mean to say completion, does it? It's just taking that first step. Okay, let me just final shuffle of the Millennium Thoth cards. So we have a situation for some of you here, Cancer, or and your energy, what you're thinking about, the root of the matter, past influences, and then the future going forward, and then something else that the universe or the energies would like to say that may or may not be connected with the reading. At the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands, which is a very fiery, action, creative, passionate energy, entrepreneurial energy. So I'll just put that to one side and we'll see where that's going. A final shuffle of the Tarot of Dreams. And then at the bottom of the deck we have Judgment, and this is very much in the time of Mercury retrograde, because I think if you remember, I said it's very much over the next 3 weeks having a time to reflect and review of what's gone, and perhaps and Judgment is very much the same energy. So before a time of rebirth, a time of going forward, it's reviewing the past, what gone well, what didn't go so well, what decisions were good, what decisions weren't so good. So the Judgment card is asking some of you to go into this time of review and reflection, but also that it's a time of rebirth and renewal coming up. And I'm just coming again to these two cards, which were conclusions are within reach, but then having a direction and thinking about the way forward that you'll be going. And of course the Queen of Wands, which is something sparking. For some of you there's a spark going on here. A creative energy, a spark of energy, a creative passion. So let's see. At the heart of your reading, for some of you Cancer, we have the Moon. Now the Moon is your ruling planet. So you've come out right at the centre of your reading, Cancer, here. And then we have the King of Swords. Now, in this particular depiction of the Moon, I feel for me this is about illusion and delusion sometimes. So the Moon casts shadows, so there's things in the shadows that you can't really see, so things are a bit vague and unclear. But what that means also is that the bits you can see may be imaginary, so there's perhaps an illusionary energy here. So the reflection in the water, we've got the like a crescent moon up there, but the reflection is showing a full moon. All right, so things perhaps not quite as they should be, or as they are being presented for some of you. And then the clarifies the King of Swords, and this is somebody that uses logic over emotion. Somebody that is very intellectual, very much a deep thinker, pragmatic. Now, this may be referring to an aspect of yourself, Cancer, because although you're a water energy, a Cups energy, we've all got the different elements within us. So this is either an aspect of yourself trying to get some clarity over a situation that's a bit vague at the moment, trying to use logic, trying to think and see things more clearly to try to demystify a situation. If this is not yourself, Cancer, then this is somebody that you know who's connected to you that perhaps is casting a veil of illusion over a situation. And as with the message from Mercury retrograde, it's about double checking, check the small print, double checking what the communication is and what's happening. So what are you thinking about at the moment? Well, we have the Hermit and we have the Ace of Coins. So the Hermit is very much about reflecting, taking time out, shining your light within, to find answers, get answers, to find a lighter way going forward. A lot of people around the globe are in Hermit energy, aren't they? They haven't any choice really. So taking time to reflect and review. And then the clarifier is the Ace of Coins, and this is within a home/work environment. Again, that a lot of people are finding themselves in, but this is particularly something that some of you are thinking about at this moment, Cancer. You know, where you're going. which way you're going to be going in this sort of home, or particularly it could be to do with work, a work situation. Now, at the root of this, we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Hermit again. So at the root of this situation, which was the Moon and the King of Swords particularly, so the Nine of Wands is about digging in, standing your ground, not giving up, that sort of an energy. And yes, and the Hermit, as I've just said, giving something some deep thought, which way to go, shining your light to get some answers. So this is at the root of this situation. Now the past leading to the current situation, we have the Three of Cups and the Strength card. So for me, the Three of Cups, particularly in this energy here, this is about celebration, celebrating with others, a lot of joy and happiness within this. The cups are all overflowing and are being refilled over and over again. So, very much about joy and happiness. But also for me, the other meaning of the Three of Cups, it can be about third party situations that come in between a relationship. Okay, so it could be illness of some sort that gets in between a relationship. It can be obsessions or addictions, preoccupations that can come in between a relationship. And of course, it can be another person coming in between the relationship. So this is the past energy. But as I say, not to forget that it could be the purest sense of this energy, of this card, this message is celebration and joy and happiness. So then the Strength card. So this is about inner strength, harnessing the inner strength, taking control, bringing your inner strength out, if you like, and controlling. Sometimes for me, particularly with this one, it's about controlling the beast, taking control of the beast, taking control of a situation. All right, so it can be that, and particularly in connecting with the Three of Cups energy. But as I say, it could also be about your inner strength. Your inner strength, being able to lead a situation and guide a situation, and being strong and fierce and tough, that sort of an energy. And because of that, I'm feeling that this is actually referring to a third party situation. Going forward, we have art and we have the Seven of Coins. The art in ordinary tarot is this is the Temperance energy. And this is about achieving balance. Achieving balance from within ourselves. So we have the fire and water energies here, masculine and feminine energies, and it's combining those energies for moderation, equality, patience, peace, all those beautiful energies. We've got the eagle here, very brave, far-sighted energy, and the lion of strength and bravery. So, bringing all these different beautiful energies in, going forward. It's a lovely energy. And then, of course, the clarifier is the Seven of Coins. And this is about taking your time. This is about slow growth. Things are growing still and not quite ready to be harvested. So taking your time, patience, having patience for things to come to fruition, if you like, for harvest, and very much a good linking energy with the art, with the Temperance energy. There is an art to getting this energy right, to getting the balance. Beautiful energies. Now, something else that the universe wants to say to you at this time. So we have adjustment, which are the major arcana, and this is about justice, an ordinary tarot, and the Six of Swords, which is about finding a new way forward, leaving stormy waters and finding peaceful waters, going under the archway, travelling, finding and definitely a new way forward. So what the universe wants to say to you, to some of you Cancer, is about an adjustment and that's needed for the scales to be balanced. We see the figure of justice is holding the beautiful sword here. It's all about balance. There's lots of balance. We've got the different planets. We've got the sun up here and the moon energies. So yes, a need for balance, structure. Going forward, as you go forward into calmer waters. Some adjustments of some sort are needed for some of you Cancer to balance the scales for yourself and for those around you. And as the moon energy here said, conclusions are within reach now. As you go, start to take the first steps going forward. Something certainly sparked your creativity and your creative energies and your entrepreneurial energies going forward. Okay, I'm just going to get 2 more messages for you before we round this reading up, Cancer. Could we have 2 more messages, please, for Cancer? 2 more messages, please. From the Sacred Traveller. It's all a journey. So we have ascending the mountain, keep going forward, don't give up. And I think we saw that at the root of the matter, didn't we? The 9 of Wands, which is standing your ground, keep going. So keep going forward. And we see, we've had the Hermit energy out twice. Shining is light going forward. And that almost looks like the Hermit energy here. Finding a way forward, ascending the mountain. So it may feel a bit uphill at times for you Cancer, but keep going forward. You're going to make it. Keep going forward. You know, taking the first steps, having a direction to go. And yes, we've got a desert passage, so it looks like the same figure, doesn't it, here? Going forward. So keep going forward, ascending the mountain. Desert passage. So, you know, trust as things get a bit difficult or feel a bit difficult at times. You know, you are on that, trust that there is a divine plan for you. Sometimes we have to go through situations, don't we, to learn and to deal with them, and it makes us stronger. We're always going to have challenges at different times, but I feel for yourself, Cancer, this is perhaps going to be a little bit of a challenging time for you as you negotiate your way through the desert passage. But you're going to get there, you know. Keep going. There is a divine plan for you. There is a divine plan. Conclusions are within reach, and it's not going to last long. Nothing lasts for a long time. You know, this period of time is something that you're negotiating your way through. You know, and remember what the universe said, there's some form of adjustment needed as you go forward. Okay. And then the judgment card, you know, review the past. What went well, what didn't go well, as you now start to negotiate your way going forward. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the reading for who it was meant for. Good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.